Plaintiff Janelle Slama became friends with the defendant after meeting on a bus, and soon after, Janelle and her son moved in with the defendant. However, Janelle only lived there 15 days, and during that time, the defendant gave her 2 eviction notices. She's suing for property, an illegal eviction, and emotional distress. Defendant Susan Jones allowed Janelle to move in with her because she was struggling financially and talking about going back to work as a prostitute. Susan's countersuing for the value of an iPhone and lost wages.
Start with you.
Well, I met Susan Jones about 5 years ago on the Greyhound bus. We exchanged phone numbers, became friends over the phone and via Facebook. More recently, she invited me to come live with her in Indianapolis in the apartment or the house that she rents.
You needed a place to stay or something?
No, I didn't.
How did that come up then? How did that
Well,
subject
she was
come
offering me a job in addition to a cheaper place to live. I was having some financial problems, but I really went because she was offering to train me.
So you didn't need a place, but you were having financial problems?
Yes.
Okay, and you all lived in the same town at that time?
No, I was living in Lubbock, Texas, in my own place. So she invited.
I don't know how far that is from where
It's 17 hours from her house. So I packed up my Yukon with my son and drove 17 hours.
Under what agreement or presumption?
That I would be staying there until the end of the school year.
She told you that?
Yes, she even put it in writing.
Okay.
And
she said, you can come to town, you can stay with me.
Well, to add to the story, I left my husband. I'm going through a divorce. She at the time was going through a divorce as well, but she's back and forth with that with her husband. So when I originally went, it was supposed to be.
Is this him? Is this your husband?
Yes, sir.
All right, so back and forth, so he's back today.
He's back today.
All right, so tomorrow he might be fourth, that's what you're saying. Back,
Yes.
forth, back, okay.
It's highly likely. She's kind of back and forth with a lot of things. I left my husband. I'm going through a divorce. She at the time was going through a divorce as well, but she's back and forth with that with her husband.
Is this him? Is this your
Yes.
husband?
Yes, sir.
All right, so back and forth, so he's back today.
He's back today.
All right, so tomorrow he might be fourth, that's what you're saying.
Defendant Susan Jones is being sued by her former friend, who she claims used to work as a prostitute.
Okay, so what happened with you?
So I drove the 17 hours to her house with my 6-year-old son and all of this stuff I could fit in my Yukon. And in about 17 minutes, it became apparent to me that I made a big mistake. She's not at all who she portrayed herself to be over the phone or on Facebook. That's a performance that I bought.
You all hadn't had a personal association, spending some significant time together before
She came to visit me twice in Waterloo, where I was living before, and we went out to eat both times.
How far apart is Waterloo from
7 hours.
So she drove 7 hours.
She's a truck driver, so she had a load,
Got it, all right.
And so it was convenient for...
Got it, to meet a friend, an internet friend.
And I was excited, like, oh, cool, we get to see each other in person,
All right.
So anyway, when I showed up, the problem basically is that she's very controlling, very manipulative.
No, when you showed up, you knew 17 minutes. How long did it take you?
It didn't take I was only there like 15 days total.
Okay.
And within those 15 days, she gave me 2 eviction notices. And it was whenever I didn't want to do what she wanted me to do or live the way she wanted.
What was
me
the
to
agreement on you living there? How much?
There wasn't. She said as long as her husband was paying the rent, I didn't have to.
Oh. But then
And
you
if that
said,
changed, we'd talk about it later. And so I tried to pay attention to their relationship, and I was like, just get along, because the rent's coming up on the 1st. Just get along, you know? To be honest with you.
Right, I know that's right.
I have my 6-year-old with me,
Don't mess up before
you know?
the 1st. Go ahead. Yeah, right.
Right.
Ma'am, let me hear from you. This is very odd. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. She's right. We met on a Greyhound, and we've been friends for a few years, mainly over the phone. And she was facing some financial difficulty in Texas. She left her husband. She was staying in an apartment she got for herself after where her daughter lives in Lubbock. And she couldn't afford the place. And she was facing homelessness. And she was talking about going back to prostitution. So then
Back to how you know she was a prostitute prior to that?
Well, she she had talked about she had
She
been
admitted that to you?
before, yes,
Okay,
before in
go
previous
ahead.
conversations.
Said that in
And she
her
had
earlier-
been trafficked
Saying that
as
in
well.
her earlier life, that's what she did. Okay.
Yeah, and she had
That's
been
not true.
she had been trafficked as well.
I was kidnapped. That's different. I was
Certainly
kidnapped.
was.
There's
Certainly
two
is.
different circumstances.
Very big difference.
Let's
Let's explain
different
this so that you don't
circumstances.
just say
Yeah, I'm not trying
disparaging
to-
things about her and it's not clear. What do you said there's two different
Yeah,
two
she
different
said
what?
she said to me that she was gonna go back to prostitution.
Uh-huh.
That was her wording to that. So I don't know
I never
if it was
said that.
all just trafficking or if she been. That sounded like in our previous
She
conversation.
never said I was kidnapped.
She did say that. There was two
So
different.
she said I'm gonna go back to being kidnapped.
Kidnapped, right.
No,
That
she
doesn't
said
make
I'm going
any
to go back
sense.
Go
to
ahead,
prostitution.
ma'am.
Your Honor, I'm talking about there's two different situations with all due respect. One time where she was prostituting, another time where she had been
When?
kidnapped.
Back it up. What do you have to back that up with? Because
Yeah.
you're just being vindictive right now.
I am
What
not
do you
being
get, ma'am?
vindictive.
What do you
This is
have to back that up? I'm like her. What do you have
I'm
to
going-
back up the fact that at a later time she did it voluntarily? She denies that. You
Never.
tell me where you get that information from.
From her.
All right, let's
That's
move
not-
on.
From
Let's
our
move
verbal
on.
conversations
Ma'am, let's
over the-
move on.
Okay,
Let's move
that's
on.
fine because we opened our home because I didn't want her and her son out on the street. I didn't want her to have to go back through
What was the
prostitution.
agreement?
For her to come and stay while she got her tax return. She was going to look for a place in Indianapolis and relocate there. It's closer to her son's father. And she was
That's
going to
not
get
true.
her, use her tax
How
return
long
and
did,
move
she,
into another,
did you understand her to be staying?
a week or 2 weeks.
Okay. You intended for her or expected that it might be a couple
was a
of
house
weeks, few
guest.
weeks at the most. All
Yes,
right.
she was a
And
house
what
guest.
did happen when she moved in?
When she moved in, she was completely different than what she told me. She was sitting drinking all day. She needs
That's not
help.
true.
She's an alcoholic. She drinks from morning to night, and she's smoking marijuana.
That she bought for
We
me.
run our
she
own
bought me the
business, and I
marijuana.
do not
She bought me
want-
the marijuana. She
I
bought
do
me the
not
marijuana
want
and
a
we drank
reputation.
together. We had divorce parties.
Under what circumstances
She's-
was she
nice
smoking
try.
that you did not like?
She was smoking in my backyard.
If you
She
didn't
was
like it,
rolling
why
the
did you
joints
buy
in my
it?
house.
Pardon
I
me?
don't allow that stuff in my home.
In your backyard?
Yes, in my backyard with her 6-year-old
Okay.
running around.
No, he was in
With
bed,
her
but it doesn't matter.
6-year-old?
Her 6-year-old
All
was
right,
running
but
around.
the point is you don't allow anyone to smoke weed in your backyard outside.
If somebody wants to smoke,
Ma'am, that's what you were
Yes.
upset about, her smoking weed outside in your backyard.
yes, on my property.
All right, now do you smoke weed?
No, I do not.
All right, do you ever have it in your possession?
No, I do not.
All right, and you never bought her any?
No, I did
I
not.
have proof.
Okay, good enough. You
I
do
have
have
proof. I have some
I hope
proof.
this isn't proof because
This
you're
is
going to
proof.
lose your case
Hold on.
immediately for perjury.
Said as long as her husband was paying the rent, I didn't have to.
Oh, but then
And
you
if that
said,
changed, we'd talk about it later. And so I tried to pay attention to their relationship, and I was like, just get along because the rent's coming up on the 1st. Just get along, you know? To be honest with you,
Right, I know that's right.
I have my
Don't
6-year-old
mess
with
up
me, you
before
know?
the first. Go ahead.
Defendant Susan Jones is being sued by her former friend, who she claims used to work as a prostitute.
Let me see that proof. We can get rid of this case real quick. And I hope you have the proof that you claim you have.
I have it.
All right.
Right here.
And
This is text messages between me and
Yeah.
the man
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
bought the weed from.
what the devil is? You said you were going to prove something
I
with
am
her.
in there, those text messages. I told him, let me see if my girl will give me the 20, which she did
you
later
say
here.
her name?
Gave
Give
me
you the 20.
Okay.
Give you the 20, not buy it for you.
$20 to buy
Give
the
you
weed.
the 20 for you to buy.
and
We're
then
not
he
playing
came.
games.
He,
Your claim is
okay.
dismissed, ma'am, for perjury. Have a good day. Yours is granted for perjury. Bye.
you, sir.
Nobody's playing games with you.
I feel really sorry for you that you won't face the truth. I opened my home to you. I paid for everything for you and your son. Most of the time, I was having to discipline your own
Why?
son.
Why
and
did you
give
do
him
that?
food because you
Why did you
weren't-
open up your home to me?
to
why?
help you because you needed help.
And,
because I
and this is
loved
what you call
Because I-
help?
Plaintiff Belinda Vales dated the defendant, and she claims he's an alcoholic who nearly killed her and her grandchildren in a drunk driving accident. Belinda's suing for the value of her car and pain and suffering. Defendant Terrence Finney says even though he was convicted of driving under the influence, He insists he was not drunk at the time of the accident. He was just tired and fell asleep behind the wheel. Terrence is countersuing for defamation.
Start with you.
Okay, I was in a relationship with Terrence Finley in approximately 3.5 years, but he has a serious drinking problem. Myself and I had taken out my grandkids and my little sister on a little vacation, and on our way back, he offered to drive us back. And in the process of driving us back, I'm not sure what happened. I fell asleep in the vehicle and woke up to my head hitting the windshield and the vehicle being out of control. I do have a video of that I submitted to the court so that you could take a look at it to show us the naturalness to this accident.
Okay.
Wow.
I was sitting in the front seat of that vehicle, Your Honor, in the passenger seat. The pole that you see there going down into the car, it actually went through my mouth to where they had to cut it. Myself and my granddaughter was med-flighted to the hospital where at that time they had to remove the pole from my mouth. The insurance didn't pay because he wasn't covered on my insurance.
Let me hear from you, sir.
Well, as she stated, we dated for roughly 3.5 years. I was not intoxicated. I was tired. Everybody in the truck was asleep. It was hot. We had been swimming all day. I dozed off. When she woke me up, it startled me because she woke me up screaming. So I slammed on the brakes. The truck fishtailed. I brought one side down. The other side went up. I brought the side down. When all 4 wheels caught traction, it went into a cartwheel. So, I mean, the only thing I could think to do was try to save everybody. So it was not intentional. It was an accident. And I mean, it was tragic.
Don't you think you should have to pay?
No.
Why?
I don't, because I've served my time for it. We were still together after the fact.
Serve your time for, you were convicted?
Yeah, I
of
did
something
16
relating
months.
to this? Of what?
For this case.
Convicted of what?
DUI.
Did you go through the process of?
Yeah, I blew into the breathalyzer. I blew a .04. I had a .02 restriction because I was supposed to have an ignition device lock.
Why did you need an ignition device? You had already been convicted previously for drunk driving?
Yeah, I had a previous.
Your Honor, he's been convicted twice since this for DUI.
And how many before that?
I'm not sure.
One before that and 2 since you've totaled the car?
Yeah.
And you say this has nothing to do with drinking?
Plaintiff Belinda Vales dated the defendant, but she claims he's an alcoholic who nearly killed her and her grandchildren while driving drunk.
You did have drinks that day, though.
Yeah, I had a Bud Light and a Bahama Mama.
And it had so much to do with drinking that you were sentenced to jail for it, weren't you?
Yeah.
But now you want to tell me
I just took a plea bargain. I got tired of fighting the case.
you didn't know the ramifications?
Yeah, but it was costing me a lot to fight the case. And the distance, it was hard.
What is it? All you do is you go to court and you say, Your Honor, show me where they have evidence that I was drunk.
It was
That's
hard.
the end of
It was
that.
hard for me
If
to
they
get
say
back
we
and
don't
forth to
have
court.
any evidence, then it's over.
It was hard for me to get back and forth to court.
Oh, it's
So
hard
that
for you
was
to
the
drive back and forth.
Right.
Okay, so
But the court
what
was
would
in
you
a
have
different
done?
time.
What if you'd done if it had been an armed robbery? You'd have found time then?
Yeah, I'd have had to.
I know, but when it's just you ain't got time for that. You got time for going when your behind is facing 8 to 10 years for armed robbery. You'd have made time for that by your own admission. But when you cause this woman, oh my goodness, and this type of health crisis you knew this had occurred by the time the court date came. You knew what you had done to this woman.
That's the day after I was in the hospital.
You knew you had done this to the woman.
That's
you
what
knew
they
you
told
did
me
that to
that
the
I
car.
was gonna
And
look
you didn't.
like.
You talking about
That
you
was
wouldn't
the
go
metal
to
that
court
was still
because
left
it
in my
wasn't
mouth.
convenient for you to go.
No, I went to
Talking
court.
about you didn't do anything illegal, yet you did time.
Your
And
Honor,
then you come and
I
you
have
do it
screw
twice
plates
again
in my ankle
since
now.
then. Why are you out? They know you did it twice. You didn't get more time since
No,
the
they
last
just gave
2
me-
times?
They just gave me probation, and then I did
That's the
16
metal
months
that
in the
came from out of my
penitentiary.
mouth.
You've done 16 since the last 2?
Yeah.
Is that true?
No, sir, I have the reports.
He's committed 2 more
Since then, I have them right
since
here.
the 16 months?
Yes,
No,
sir.
I just got.
No, he
sentenced
just
to
got
the-
out of jail
I just got out for that.
For the last 2.
for the
for
last
this.
2.
Did you get a case twice since this
Yeah.
occurred?
Yes.
And were you sentenced for that?
Yes.
To what?
I went to the halfway house.
For how long? That
90
was your
days.
sentence? Pardon?
90 days.
And that was it?
Yep. 90 days.
All right, you got a bad judge. You should be in the penitentiary. You should be in the penitentiary.
Can he at least tell me he's sorry? Can he at least tell me he's sorry?
You know it wasn't intentional, and truly I apologize.
You couldn't be that sorry. You did it 2 more times. You risked the lives of other people and still walking around. That's what's trouble
No, I
with
was
me.
by myself the other time.
But you risked the lives of others twice, 2 more times.
Because, Your Honor, I was asleep, and so I couldn't tell. I got woke up in this accident. So I couldn't tell him what really happened. I just know that he has a really bad drinking problem. He doesn't see it, but he clearly needs some help. So that's what I was screaming for, to try to get him some help. Your Honor, I've had 9 surgeries on my mouth. I've got 3 screws and 2 plates in my ankle now. I got bruises that are never healed. It was on the news. I was med flighted. They bought a helicopter out for me. Then they left and came back and got a helicopter for my grandbaby. It was on the news. The street had been shut down for approximately 6 hours.
Now, what did she do to you, sir, to defame you?
It was just holding it over my head. I already felt bad about it, and it was like I was walking on eggshells. Like I say, we stayed together.
So you're
after the
suing her for holding it over your head?
Yeah.
Not only am I gonna hold it over your head, I'm gonna make you pay. So you gonna sue me? So you got another chick, because I think you're an alcoholic.
No, I got it together.
I think you are. I think you are an alcoholic. So when you go to sue me for defamation, this is what they're gonna tell you. That opinion is not defamation. People can have their opinion of you. And based on what I've seen, that's my opinion of you. And not a fact. I can't state for a fact, but that's why I kept saying, I think. That's my impression. That's my opinion based on what you've done, based on all the damage you've done to her. Let me look at this again. You actually want to sue her? Play this video again. I want people to just get this through their mind. All your friends, all your family, your co-workers, everybody that knows you. I want them to know that you tried to sue her after you did this to her. You tried to sue her. Look at these pictures again of her. And you tried to sue her for something related to this. You wanted to sue her. Yeah, you're right. You might not be drinking anymore. From where you talking after this, you want to sue her, you smoking crack. You gotta be.
Plaintiff Belinda Vales dated the defendant, but she claims he's an alcoholic who nearly killed her and her grandchildren while driving drunk.
Judgment for the plaintiff. It's clear the damage has been done. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Your claim dismissed.
I just want to say I'm truly sorry.
And I do appreciate that, and I want to know I forgive you. I don't hold any grudges. I just think that you tried to keep the car under control, because we could have went off a big dip. So I do thank you for that. No hard feelings. I just needed to pay for.
Plaintiff Sherry Hutchins was friends with the defendant for nearly 20 years, and she claims after she allowed the defendant to move in with her, he started hitting on her. Sherry suing because she claims the defendant's dog damaged her car. Defendant Jeffrey Leachman claims he has only known Sherry for a few years, and although he was attracted to her, he never made a move after she denied him. Jeffrey insists he never saw his dog damage Sherry's car, so he's not certain he did it.
Start with you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Leachman has been a friend of mine for 15 to 20 years, and I thought I might help him out a little bit. He was in a bad predicament, got a little, arrested for growing marijuana. So I thought he could use some help pay his court costs and his attorney, and he came over a couple times and helped me. I paid him, and I became friends with his dog. And so in that process, a couple times I saw him, he would be talking about the Bible, talking about being my helpmate, which is I found out in Genesis, like he wanted to move in, help me pay my bills, and it got a little
Move in?
Yeah.
Just to help you pay your bills?
Yeah.
You didn't tell him he can just give you the money? You got to move in to pay your bill.
Yeah, I could. Well, I found out
Go
he just
ahead.
wasn't that generous. You know, he didn't want to sponsor. So in the process, though, he'd talk about being patriotic. And I asked him, how can you be patriotic, Jeff, if you're not paying your taxes? That flag out there in the front yard makes no sense to me.
Type of flag.
And he was, American flag. He proudly displays it. He's a big Trump supporter. But yet, you know, you got to support the government. You got to support the roads. You got to support yourself. So here I'm trying to work 2 or 3 jobs. He's over there crying, crocodile tears, I've said.
About what?
I said, well, Jeff, what are you crying about? He said, I'm 60 and now I got to work and I'm the oldest one in my family and I don't think I'm going to make it. And I
Why
said,
didn't you
Jeff,
tell him to pray about it?
I didn't think about
He's a
that.
good Christian, God-loving man. He should pray about it, and that'll work things out for him instead of crying about it. Let me hear from you, sir.
Well, sir, I didn't expect to come out here today and have myself slandered in front of everyone.
How are
This
you
woman
being
has made some
slandered?
statements already that are wrong.
Tell me what you...
All right, she stated that we have a friendship of 15, 20 years, and we do not. We've only been acquainted for a few years and only platonically friendly since this last July, when I was requested to show up for her to help her with a predicament that she had going on in her home. So I did.
To move in with her?
No, sir, this was just in the very beginning.
Okay.
And so I was trying to be a friend and offer my assistance and my professionalism, helping her repair some things at the home. Yes, Your Honor, I do find her attractive. And I did let her know. And she resented right away. I really not quite sure. But that's okay. I've been denied before. There's always another one out there. But one of the things I recognized...
The move-in part, how do you want to address what she said?
Well, now I didn't suggest moving in, but I did make innuendos towards the idea of a relationship where you could have the proper helpmate who would help you through all the necessary things you may be struggling with. When one person is up against it by themselves, you know, some people can do well with it, others need help.
Did you ever ask to move in with her?
No, sir.
Okay, she's lying about that?
That's correct.
All right. Where do you get that? He just directly asked you?
He did ask me if he could move in my house.
There you go.
And because he had some problems with his arrest situation.
All right, so I don't know. Are you a Christian too?
I am.
One of you good Christians lying today.
Plaintiff Sherry Hutchins is suing her former friend, who admits that he was attracted to Sherry when they first met.
Go ahead, ma'am. Let me hear about the car damages you're suing for.
Thank you. When I came to his house, his dog recognized me and recognized my car because I always bring his dog treats. So he's in his front yard on his porch and he lets his dog out. So I'm on the road and his dog comes out and scratches my car. Judge just stands there, maybe, I don't know what his situation was, but he just stood there and let it happen. So I said, Jeff, your dog's scratching my car. So we went on about our business and then again we met at Waffle House. He lets his dog out. His dog is a rather large dog and he has really long toenails. So I was asking Jeff one day, like, do you ever clip your dog's nails? He said, no, I take him on walks and that cleaned his nails up. So anyway, he came to my car and was glad to see me and he scratches my car. And Your Honor, I just paid several, like $6,000 to get my car fixed because we had an ice storm in Kentucky and my insurance helped me pay for it. So I was really proud that I had my car restored fully. So then the second time we're at the Waffle House and we get out of our hour-long breakfast and we're out in the parking lot and Jeff lets his dog out. There again, and I have a video also of that, Your Honor. And his dog goes to my car.
Let's see the video.
Yes, sir.
You said it happened twice?
Yes, happened
And
2
how
times.
much damage? You have something?
I have an estimate.
And what did he say about paying for it?
Well, you'll see the claim number on the front page. He refused to pay for it, Your Honor. He said, I'll buff it out. And I said, Jeff, you're not a body man.
Okay, I'll ask him. Go ahead, let me see.
That's my truck and trailer there, Your Honor. I allowed
There I
Hiroshi...
am pointing at the dog that has been scratching my car. It's like, Jeff, you just scratched my car again.
I allowed the dog out of the trailer just at the time we came out of the restaurant. I allowed him out of his travel crate. and he runs around the parking lot and stretches his leg a couple of times, but he comes right back and jumps in when I tell him to.
Oh,
Except
really?
for this time.
Now, sir, I did not see this dog do any damage to her car.
Do you believe the dog did it?
I did not see him do it.
I know.
But
I heard you.
there's
How
a
often
possibility.
do you allow your dog outside without a leash?
Very seldom, very seldom. He's usually
Is that
with
what
me.
happened this time?
But that's a possibility, sir. Your Honor.
He's the real Christian. He knows not to lie. He talks in vague terms. All right. And 9:45 is this. And did he ever admit to doing it?
Yes, sir. I do have
And-
text.
Okay. And sir, did you admit and say you were going to get it fixed? Or is it a possibility that you sent something saying you would get it fixed?
To be honest, Your Honor, she had accosted me verbally, slandered me through so many texts I had to delete them and thought I could stop the relationship at that point. Using language like a drunken sailor, cussing me, cursing me.
For what purpose? What reason? Because she wanted her money for the damages?
Yeah.
And it says, Jeff, I will never speak to you again. Don't come on my property ever again or near me. I want nothing to do with you. And you say, do you want me to give you that money or not?
Well, now,
talking all that stuff.
Your Honor,
You want the money or not?
I offered to have her car buffed out at $100 to have it buffed. Well, she didn't want it to be just buffed, and she goes back to this body shop who she'd had work done there before, and I believe that they gave her a high estimate just because she requested one. Now, my dog not just damaged one door, but 3 out of 4. I don't see how that truly was possible.
When you damage someone's property or otherwise cause a problem, they don't have to go with your approach to having it resolved. You don't have to take their car into a back alley with one of your buddies.
No, sir, I didn't.
They can go to any place they want, and if you bring 3 estimates that might show that none of them amount to this, then perhaps so. Do you have any estimates yourself?
Well, I would.
From a legitimate auto shop?
No,
not
sir,
your buddy
it was
in the
not
back.
my responsibility to be making estimates. but
Oh,
am I
yes, it
supposed
is.
to just
If you
accept-
don't like hers, it is. So since you don't think it is, I'm going to give her hers. Judgment for the plaintiff, $945. He agrees he owes. He just thinks that you tried to gouge him. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
Thank you, Judge Mathis.
Thank you, Your Honor. I still think she's a fine person. I'm not going to hold an ill will or anything, animosity towards her.
Well, you know, that's a relationship that Jeff and I have, is that we can be honest with each other. And I felt like maybe he would respect me enough to know that I'm an honorable, honest person, and he would have helped me